scheduled sessions where you still going to make it. Made it past your first goal. You just got to keep pushing. Yep.
There is unity in that because there'll be people slower than you and faster than you, and you'll have to push your peers as well because somebody may start out way behind you. Then you see along the weeks they progress, and we all did it, so we've all become faster and just push each other to do better, and now we're all running together, so it just gets better by the week.
As the director said, first and foremost, our hearts and thoughts and prayers go to the victims of this and to our officers who responded. I can tell you, by the time I got there, they were already starting to extract people from in, and watching those officers run in to the danger to remove people and get them to safety was unbelievable. And for the SWAT officers, our SWAT officers and SWAT teams from around the region who were there, who went into that active shooting and were able to apprehend that actor, I can't speak more for the courage that they have.
Stand down. Please, hands on.
We are using room clearing tactics, very similar to what's done in the military. I think it's really important because, you know, as a law enforcement officer, you want to have that ability, or at least that familiarity with those type of tactics. Because yeah, perhaps you may not use it on a day-to-day or even a year-to-year, but if ever in that situation, you want to have an idea.
Hands on! He just got shot! Go towards the gunfire!
Hang him down. Cover.
Hands on!
Don't flag.
I think the instructors here and the practicals you get make a big difference on building your confidence and understanding on different routes situations can lead. So having all the practicals here, I definitely feel like I'm pretty prepared to start and go into something this way.
Gunfire!
It really comes down to when people are running away from the sound of bullets, you're going to be running toward it in a way. So you just got to, as scared as you are, you got to push through it and preserve life. That's your job.
You might have a situation where you have to protect yourself or protect someone else or protect the public.
Yesterday I was shooting pretty bad. I was going home yesterday. I was so worried. I mean, I didn't even want to tell anybody. I told a few people. I told my one friend. He said, just stick it in there. You'll be fine.
At this point, you need to know your target and understand that this can be life or death even for yourself. So if you're not meticulous on what you're doing or paying attention to it, it can cost your life or your partner's life or those around you.
This is my second time being here because I failed firearms at Monmouth County Academy, so this was redemption time. So I couldn't let myself go home without facing the challenge and doing what I have to do.
We almost had like one-on-one instruction. Like you had your own personal, your own personal teacher, practically.
I was thinking about it too much. It was all in my mind. This time around, I just let myself go and just shot. Yesterday I was barely not even getting over 50, and I just shot at 57, so I feel really good about it.
felt great. The stress is off my shoulders. Now I can just finishing the rest of the academy with no injuries, God willing, and just get ready to be an officer.
Get there. Let go. We don't need injured. Go.
DT is defensive tactics. It's similar to basically learning how to defend yourself. It's very, very demanding.
You're always outnumbered. When it comes from inmates to officers, you're always outnumbered. Ultimately, what you want to be able to do is that you want to be able to have the tools to be able to save someone's life, and of course your own.
They put you in a ring and you're fighting 5 instructors, 5 big guys. So you have to stay alert. What's going on which side? Who's coming from which direction? I have to move quick. I have to be able to keep my stamina up until backup comes up. Do I even have time to call backup?
Your adrenaline always naturally responds to stress. And when that adrenaline hits, your body's more keen and aware and uses all the energy and resources it has for that fight. So that's why so many things are going through your mind. It feels like you're in there forever.
Just when you thought that you had everything figured out, boom, change of plans.
When we did the 5-on-1 fight, they would come from the ground. One guy would grab your legs, another guy would punch you in the head or take you out from behind, so you need to be ready from any angle of attack.
So it keeps you on your toes, but it's a huge eye-opener. And it's also helpful, the different techniques they teach you to hold your ground for a while and be able to survive it.
We're fitted with equipment, and you're given the task to extract an inmate. And it's very interesting to see how challenging that can be. Especially even if you're 5 to 1, one person could definitely cause a lot of commotion.
With my hand, it's the mat. The gate is open. Cell extraction is locked.
Cell extraction was something that we all will have to trust each other as a unit. It goes in 5 people. One controls the head, the legs, and then the arms. So we all will have to put our trust into another person we only known for a few weeks to get the job done.
They said we could do this very often, and it may happen whenever, so you can go years without it, or you can do it every day for a year straight.
If I'm by myself, I don't have the confidence, and I know that there's no backup. So I'm going to be more cautious, while with 4 or 5 guys going against one man, you're more confident, you have more energy, you know that you don't have to guard as many bases. One guy gets the arm, one guy gets the leg, the other guy holds the man down. Everyone has a plan and everyone has an objective.
I think everybody felt good after the cell extraction because we all worked together as a unit, helping one another. And we did rely on watching each other's backs and following the protocol as far as someone securing the arm or a leg and the head, and then getting the inmate down on the ground and making sure that we're all safe.
One of the requirements per shift is to search at least 3 cells, so we can find contraband or weapons or drugs, so we can keep the facility safe.
I wouldn't say I was nervous because I mentally prepared myself to go in. you do have a little bit of, you know, what can go on, well, how does it look, how are the inmates, you know. But once you're in there, you're there for a job, you're there for a reason. And if you're able to find something, you know that you were able to either protect another team member or protect another inmate in the jail if you find something, or stop something that could have been worse.
Walk around. Check all the common areas, all the windowsills, all the stuff, the bathrooms and the showers, all right? That's where the inmates are going to